Alongside economic emancipation in over 55 years of Zambia's independence, electricity has continued to be the key driver of the nation's economy. And ZESCO Limited is an epicenter of the country's economic stability, tasked to ensure that the wheels of the nation's economic trajectory are steered to great heights.
I've seen that maybe you are trying your best, but all the population is cooler than manyumba apart. So it's not easy. We cannot blame you. When we are jaba malaita, oh yeah, malaita, malaita. There is some other people, some folks, and kufuti akan tika about machana. Ma ameno wakuba bandambo, chan more. The manager food again, they are bringing us down. So you cannot blame the ZESCO. Okay, to me, I cannot blame the ZESCO.
Malaita chabebwino, amene wanaleta yo kamba kuti prepaid ili chabebwino because the audience agula malaiti pamene afunira. Ngati safuna avireka, ngati afuna agula.
Ndiye barete sakai nai vuti timaona ati malaiti yaenda ina. Stingaziwe kai kuli malaiti zadapatikana kujabanaba. So ipeze katingati kujabanaba malaiti zadapatinje kuja ija problem ise kuno yakaenda stizi bati kujabanaba tizambo kamba ZESCO siribwe no ende sa malaiti. So baja abantu bano bakuba monga makebo ya malaiti. Boma ndiye funika kubanganirapo.
Kwa kuchokera 1964 until now ifitowena ngutulalipo. Nali kuona manyumba amalaiti anali apo na zasiana na masiku ano ene nyumba amafuna malaiti. Ndio malaiti tingayipankambe monga ngati ndiye moyo wa muntu. Palibe malaiti umoyo umachita bwanji umanyang'anya.
Inacho ninga monako cho ninga mitasha kufye ba ZESCO like way back kuno ama lights load shedding yale shupa sana. Nomba pali nao ama lights at least mwanji load shedding takwava sana fili yale shupa. Echo ningalanda kwati na mubomba kufye pali load shedding yena takuli sana ili yali kwa kale.
Well, I would say currently the service has really improved. We are not having like any power outages, cuttages. Like if the need power cuts, it's just like for a few hours, but it's not really inconveniencing. So of late, no, we can't complain about ZESCO. Yes.
ZESCO, under the leadership of Managing Director, Engineer Victor Benjamin Mapani, is committed to deliver excellent services, efficiently and effectively, to ensure that customers have access to quality, reliable, and safe electrical energy solutions.
We want to do business in a cost-effective manner. So we have what we have generated as 3 E's. So we work effectively and efficiently to ensure that we attain excellency. So the 3 E's: effective, efficient, and excellency. So those 3 E's are the pillars in which now we conduct our business. So in that process, we actually are able to see where the loopholes are, where the leakages are, financial leakages are. Because financial leakages can be in time wasting, just not performing to the expected standard by every officer. And we are continuously changing manpower, ensuring that people are placed in the correct perspective of their work so that they can actually perform better. Skills are different. Tasks might be the same, but people have various skills. And so we continuously check on who is best suited for what task. And also we are learning very fast what not to do how.
The government of the Republic of Zambia, through ZESCO, seeks to improve the foundation for economic development, and one of the fundamental elements is to supply adequate, safe, and reliable electrical energy. ZESCO in the recent past has embarked on multi-million-dollar projects. And 58 years today, after independence, ZESCO, under its Generation Directorate, boasts of having completed their Kafue Gorge Lower flagship 750 megawatts project, where 4 out of 5 generators have been commissioned, and the last generator will be commissioned by December 2022. the 15 megawatts Lusiwasi Upper Hydropower Station, the 10 megawatts Musonda Hydropower Station, the 14.8 megawatts Lunzua Hydropower Station. Under the Transmission Directorate, ZESCO has successfully electrified Luangwa and Rufonso districts and connected them to the national electricity grid, upgraded the Kafiwe Muzuma and Livingston line, completed the 33 kV power reactors project on the Nambala Kalumbila transmission line, constructed the Itezitezi Mumbwa Lusaka West transmission line, established the Lusaka South Multi-Facility Economic Zone substation, connected the Northwestern Province to the national electricity grid with more projects underway.
By next year, we'll be looking at increasing power into Luapula, increasing power in the Eastern Province. That's the place where we are importing power now from Malawi, and the power is not really reliable, but we have already put in place now measures to ensure that the Eastern Province is covered. The transmission lines are already done. What remains now is actually the evacuation, which means the distribution into the actual people's homes.
The corporation, under its distribution directorate, has partnered with several cooperating well-wishers for projects such as the Increased Access to Electricity Services IAES project, the Lusaka Transmission and Distribution Rehabilitation Project, the Sustainable Electricity Supply Southern Division, and the Electricity Service Access Project ESAP, for the connection of Ikelenge district to the national grid. This year's Independence Day celebration is dubbed Zambia at 58, promoting inclusiveness towards a sustainable, social, and economic recovery, which for ZESCO Limited is timely because the corporation has aligned itself to government's Vision 2030 of becoming a prosperous middle-income nation by the year 2030 by striving to accelerate the rate of economic growth for the benefit of poverty-stricken communities.
So far, the corporate social responsibilities may not be as much as ZESCO should actually be doing. So what we have started doing now is to ensure that where ZESCO has, for example, a power station, people are displaced, people are moved away, infrastructure for power generation is put in place, we are going to put in place systems that actually will benefit those communities in perpetuity. It will not be a one-off payment, but something that the community can actually live up to and belong to that power station, protect our assets, and our people live within those communities. I'll give you an example. Kafiwe Gojloa, for example, we are in the process of structuring it in such a way that part of the power generated from there should actually yield resources that should go into that community in perpetuity. Be it supporting school kids in that area, be it improving schools themselves, clinics, or supporting staff coming in from government attached to that place. We want to ensure that that is felt. We do have some other facilities that have been built. For example, in Lusiwasi, we have a school which has been built, and that will be handed over soon to the government. While we are putting up a power station, we're also building a school that will be handed over to the community. That's in perpetuity. That school will stand there as a landmark for life. It's not something that will be erased tomorrow. We do have, for example, in the Southern Province, our biggest substation within Livingston area, called Mukuni Substation, is sitting in Chief Mukuni's area. We were granted that land and that space. More importantly, we were even granted the water, because water search there was quite a hassle. And so we ensured that that seamless arrangement of stay between the chiefdom and our substation and our staff is actually merged. So we get water supplies from the community, which we maintain, and I think that will be handed over to ZESCO or to Southern Province Water Utility. For us, that's not a problem, that's okay, but that's our CSR project. And so we want to ensure such projects are maintained in such a manner. So wherever we are going to have big projects taking place, we do have a CSR program.
New innovations have come on board, such as ventures in diversification of the energy mix by the addition of solar 800 megawatts and wind power generation 300 megawatts. Tariff adjustments proposals to sustain growth, increased private participation in the electricity supply industry, and new frontier markets. The corporation will seek to invest in non-hydro renewable sources of energy, thus diversifying the generation mix whilst remaining environmentally sustainable. ZESCO also has a strong and robust corporate social responsibility program aimed at adding value to people's lives by supporting communities, taking part in life-changing causes, and transforming social values. Looking into the future, and with an advent of climate change influences, and in the pursuit of promoting clean energy, ZESCO is innovating and researching more about renewable energy and looking into the future for earth-friendly ways to provide electricity to our customers. Key focus is to have that optimal energy mix, the continued economic transformation of our country depending on it. Hence, the corporation has in the pipeline the development of 800 megawatts of solar energy and 300 megawatts wind power generating capacity. It is in this vein that we join the rest of the country in celebrating this year's Independence Day and reaffirm our values, beliefs, and aspirations.
For ZESCO employees, I think the independence message from corporate leadership is that we do have a task ahead of us. Celebrating independence, we should celebrate in such a way that we ensure the Zambians do enjoy the power that they deserve to have. Our task is not to sit on praises that we have gained in the last few months. Our task is to ensure that we do better going forward. We still have a huge task, and we cannot sit back and start celebrating on the little gains that we have made. For ZESCO employees, that is the message. Essential staff know that very well, and even non-essential staff slowly are beginning to get on board. We want that to happen. And then to customers for ZESCO. Our ZESCO customers, we do believe that we are here to serve you. That's our main mandate. And we want you to enjoy this power to the fullest. Do not hesitate to call us now on our ZESCO call center. We are quite active and we are responsive. We are also available even through other avenues to be able to discuss with yourselves. ZESCO is now open for business, and you can also come and actually work with ZESCO to make it better. Pay your bills in time and ensure that ZESCO runs very well. That is to our ZESCO customers. Zambians at large, ZESCO is your company. It is owned by the Zambian government, which means it is your company. If you do see anything that is not going right, do not hesitate to approach us, corporate leadership, or through any other means that is comfortable for you. ZESCO is your company. Take care of it. Vandalism has been one of the worst scourges that we have actually met recently. There has been thefts of copper of all forms through service wires. Transformers are being dropped from their poles and vandalized. Zambians can protect their own assets. This asset is for Zambians. ZESCO is for Zambians. ZESCO is owned by the government 100%. It's therefore a government asset. Please watch out for vandalism and help us stop this vandalism so that we can grow instead of just going backward, repairing that which has been vandalized. Thank you very much. And happy Independence Day, the 58th year in the New Dawn government. I think let us enjoy it and have fun.